Hi, this is Stockspert. Do you know what is the most important thing which impacts stocks? Of course, companies' financial KPIs. This video is about upcoming earnings season and dates when the large cap companies will release their results. I'm sure you have a stock of one or couple of these companies, so definitely this video will be useful for you. I broadcast the most fresh news on the stock market and top picks recommended by analysts of famous investment banks and funds. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when the new videos are posted. You are also welcome to comment and give a feedback on the job I'm doing. I'm open to new ideas and look forward to develop in order to give you the best stock market ideas. So what is the earnings season? Let's get to know in short to make sure you know why it is important for investors and traders. Earnings season is the period of time during which a large number of publicly traded companies release their quarterly earning reports. In general, each earnings season begins 1 or 2 weeks after the last months of each quarter: December, March, June and September. Thus, look for the majority of public companies to release their earnings in early to mid-January, April, July and October. It is important to note that not all companies report during earnings season, because the exact date of an earnings release depends on when the given company's quarter ends. As such, it is not uncommon to find companies reporting earnings between earnings seasons. The unofficial kickoff to earnings season is the release of earnings by Alcoa, which is a major aluminum producer and Dow Jones Industrial Average component, as it is one of the first major companies to release earnings after the end of each quarter. It also coincides with an increasing number of earnings reports being released. There is no official end to the earnings season, but it is considered to be over when most major companies have released their quarterly earnings reports, which generally occurs about 6 weeks after the start of the season. What earnings season means for investors? This is a very active time in the market as participants, analysts, traders and investors review the earnings report, which may affect their positions on or in a company. You can often see a lot of movement in the shares of companies releasing reports as the market reacts to the new data. It is not unheard of to see shares jump 20% or more, or to see them fall by this same amount. It is also a highly active time for the financial news media, such as CNBC and the Wall Street Journal. There is extensive media coverage of the major earnings releases, from a general recap of the earnings to report on whether the companies missed, met or beat analyst expectations. Some traders look forward to earnings season, as it can be a period where they confirm the positions they places. Shorting a stock before earnings and watching the price drop can be beneficial, as the psychological drop will usually trigger a sell-off. Conversely, a ramping up in production or revenue could result in a swift upward trajectory of stock price. Other investors sit out the season entirely, as there are too many human factors at play. So let's see what companies will be releasing earnings next week starting 13th of July. I'm not gonna talk about earnings forecast in detail, maybe we'll stop by shortly in some cases. So on Monday, before market open, PepsiCo Incorporated will release their results. Most analysts were recommending to hold or even buy the stocks, so maybe you would want to look at this stock in detail and decide whether to include in long-term portfolio. Before market open on Tuesday, several banks, including JP Morgan, Citibank, Wells Fargo, First Republican Bank, will release their results, as well as Delta Airlines and Fastenal. Talking a bit about Delta Airlines, it is a tough time to be an airline investor. The company has been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, with second quarter revenue expected to fall 90% year over year. The stocks plunged in March only to recover somewhat in early summer, but have recently been under pressure once again. The volatility is being driven by the continued uncertainty surrounding the pandemic and seemingly conflicting statements from the airlines concerning their growth outlook. My opinion is that investors need to focus on the long term. On Wednesday, before market open, some other banks will release earnings. Goldman Sachs, US Bank, as well as other companies such as United Health Group, ASML, eBay, BNY Mellon and Kinder Morgan. Alcoa will release its results after market close. On Thursday, July 16th, before market open, we can see results of Microsoft, AMD, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, Charles Schwab, Johnson & Johnson, Honeywell International. We can see Netflix results after market close. I personally invest in Microsoft and looking forward for the good result. And let's see what Netflix will show, as this quarter probably was the historical high year. On Friday, before market open, we can see BlackRock, Citizens Financial Group, Regions Financial Corp. This is it for today. I hope you got what you expected. Please let me know in comments if you want such earnings calendar video for the next week. Stay home, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Feedbacks are very welcome. Bye bye!